Hi there, good to see you once again. Welcome to the Sky Bet Show as we look ahead to a wonderful week of racing at Royal Ascot. I'm pleased to say that alongside me, betting expert from Sky Bet, Matt Doyle, is here. You've got your tip for ready as well, haven't you?
I have. I'm all set. I've got the gear. I've got the top hat. Can't go wrong. Just need the winners now.
Great 5 days of racing. Hopefully we're going to pick some winners for you. We're going to do the opening day, the Tuesday, in chronological order, starting with the 2:30, the Queen Anne Stakes. Bit of a quiet year for Godolphin, isn't it? This is something they're going to look to remedy here at this festival, I suppose. It
has been a very disappointing year for them. I mean, Gladiatorius, you'd have to say, is the horse that they're hoping to save something from a very poor season. He's the highest rated horse in the world. Very impressive winner in the Dubai Duty Free. But Sky Bet are taking a bit of a view on him. We've got him at 2-1. He's as short as 13-8 elsewhere. And we just feel that although he was mightily impressive in Dubai, it's going to be a completely different race here at Royal Ascot. He's on the straight course. He's a front runner. He got plenty of rope last time. So we feel that we can get him beat. And as you say, it's been a bad year for Godolphin.
And not necessarily a Dottori Mountain, though. He hasn't got the nod from the stable on this one, has he?
No, Ahmed Atabji won on him in Dubai, and he's kept the ride. In fact, Frankie has got quite an interesting outsider. Alexandros, very unlucky in the Lockinge, in that Frankie had the whip knocked out of his hand in a photo finish, 3 in a line. 8-1 with Sky Bet. He's quite interesting, but of course we should mention a few of the others. It's a race with so many hidden layers and great depth. You've got Main Aim, who's been supplemented.
Not a huge field. You've picked out Paco Boy as well, have you?
Yeah, Paco Boy and Main Aim are horses that, especially Paco Boy, a lot of good judges don't truly believe that he really stays the mile. I think he had excuses last time in the Lockinge. Richard Hughes said he wasn't travelling after a furlong, but my view is he stays the mile in Group 1 company, but I'd be more confident if this was a Sussex Stakes at Goodwood. Main Aim, he's stepping up in not only in class but in trip, but his form was given a boost in Chantilly on Sunday by Beacon Lodge. Can't rule him out.
Excellent. Let's look at the next race, which is the 3:05. It's the King Stan Stakes. Now, this has been a race dominated by foreign horses over the years, hasn't it?
Yeah, over the years. I mean, we've seen some of the Australian horses just totally dominate. It all started off with Choisir, Miss Andretti, and of course this year we've got Scenic Blast, who heads the Aussie Raiders. We've also got runners from South Africa.
Yeah, Mythical Flights, America, Cannonball as well. Exactly. Any hopes of a British winner in this one?
Well, I actually think this year we've actually got chances, because my theory on the race is all of these international sprinters, they are just so tough and seasoned. They ping the gates, they know what they're doing. Whereas Scenic Blast this year, he's more of a hold-up horse. Now, more proper. Unlike Henry Candy's 2 previous horses that have gone close in the King's Stand, Airwave Kalachi, he's a front runner. He's got bags of speed. Won over course and distance last year in the Cornwallis. I think he's a real improver. On the negative side, the Palace House, although he's a very impressive winner, has a poor record as a stepping stone to winning the King's Stand. But I just feel that Henry Candy truly believes that he should be mentioned in the same breath as his previous horses or good sprinters that have gone close. And the key thing is, I mean, if you look back to Airwave, now he was a hold-up horse behind Choisir, and Choisir is, well, arguably the best Australian sprinter we've ever seen. And of course, he went on to follow up in the Golden Jubilee on the Saturday, now a top-class sire. And
more proper is owned by John Inverdale and his partnership, who bought him, I think, for 250 quid a pop. So, I mean, if this does the business, is it your favourite today for this race?
Yeah, I mean, well, we've actually got them sharing favouritism at 3-1, a more proper Scenic Blast. A couple of others we should mention. Fleeting Spirit last year finished 3rd, but Jeremy Nasida's horses weren't right then. He shut up shop. And the key with this horse as well, I think Fleeting Spirit is best fresh. Last year, very impressive winner of the Temple Stakes. Fresh this year, goes straight to Ascot. But you know, there's others at the bigger prices. I think Equiano, last year's winner, hasn't looked in the same form this season. We could pass him over. But even old Tax Free, Border Scott, they've got chances.
Yeah. 4:45, 3:45, big race, the St James's Palace Stakes. I say a one-horse race, but there's an out-and-out favourite here, an Aidan O'Brien trained one. I know you've got some special prices that exclude him as well, but tell us a little bit about Master Craftsman.
Well, Master Craftsman finished 4th in the Guineas, behind the brilliant Sea the Stars. Obviously, Delegator was 2nd. When they met again in Ireland, Master Craftsman was very impressive. If you were being very critical, you could say, well, was he flattered slightly by the heavy ground? Delegator, blatant non-stay, didn't handle it. And a lot of horses don't handle that surface. But I think it's dangerous to assume that, because as a 2-year-old in the Phoenix Stakes, he won on a quick surface at Group 1 level. And with Aidan O'Brien's horses, this is when the milers start to raise their game. Look at Henry the Navigator last year. It's a race that they dominate. But as you said, Adrian, we have got some specials. Betting without the favourite. I think Delegator might have a few chinks in him now. And I think Evasive, who finished 6th in the Guineas off a really bad preparation, 11-4, I think that's a cracking bet. He needs to settle better. He potentially might be a 7 furlong horse when he won the Horace Hill last year. But that 11-4 without the favourite, I think that's a good price, and viewers should snap that up.
OK, over 6 furlongs is the 420. It's the Coventry Stakes for 2-year-olds. Who have you picked out from this one, Matt?
Well, not just me. Many people's idea of the banker of the meeting is Cantford Cliffs. Very impressive 7-length winner of a maiden at Newbury. Richard Hannon and Richard Hughes are teaming up. Very sweet on his chances. I think he'll take a lot of beating. Paul Cole's talking up the chances of the second favourite, No Hubris, but Sky Bet have seen some money for Red Jazz, unbeaten in 2 starts for Barry Hills. He's 7-1 from 10s, and money tells us he might be one for the places each way.
Frankie Dettori's on Marsh Warbler in that particular one, if you fancy having a look at it. The 5-5 race is the Ascot Stakes handicap. Long old slog, this one. Just a quick line, who might be one to watch out for in this?
Mark Johnston's won it before. It's a race that often goes to trainers that lay them out for it, like the Jump Boys, but I'm going to stick with a flat trainer, Mark Johnston, and Keen Days. And
the final race of the first day's meeting, the 5:30, the Windsor Castle Stakes. We've got some specials for you as well. We mentioned Aidan O'Brien. Odds on to be the champion trainer at the end of the festival?
We're actually not betting on the top trainer at the meeting, but yes, he's certainly an odds-on favourite to win it. Sir Michael Stout, you couldn't rule out. He's got a great team. Some people have got Tartan Bearer, the banker, on Wednesday in the Prince of Wales's Stakes. And obviously every year, last year Ryan Moore and Sir Michael had 3 winners together. So I think he'd be the main danger.
Let's look at who might be the champion jockey at the end of the 5-day meeting as well, because we've got a very interesting competition, which I'll mention just to tick for you. Any prices for who's going to be the champion jockey?
We have. Ryan Moore has been backed in from 6-4 to 5-4 to win it. And I really do think, cracking competition, £500 free bet, VIP day out on Sky Bet Dash Day.
This is at York, isn't it?
And not only that, we're giving you the chance, say it doesn't go very well with your jockey on the Tuesday, you can watch the first day results, see who's in the lead and enter on the Wednesday.
If you want to take part in this competition, what you've got to do is name who's going to be the champion jockey at the end of the Ascot Festival, how many races they're going to win as well. Pop along to the website, www.skybet.com/promotions. You've got until noon on Wednesday to get your competition entry in. And as Matt has been mentioning, £500 prize, VIP day out at York. And there's also some runners-up prizes of £5 bets at the same meeting too. Matt, enjoy Ascot.
Thank you, Adriana.
Let's hopefully you win us a few quid here. If you fancy a flutter, you know exactly what to do. Pop along to the skybet.com website and enjoy Royal Ascot.